Alright, we're back for the second stream of the day. What are we on? Just gonna sort this. There we go. Try and get that in focus. Really do need to get a better setup. Like, we've got one of these pro gaming mouses. If you've never seen one of these before, this is the extent of how serious some online gaming is. You can see on the side here, it's got, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 buttons on the thumb with a, I would guess that is a aiming stick, so a bit like the mouses you used to get on the old laptops, so you can move this to the size of your hand. Obviously you've got your normal sections here, you've got buttons on the side here, buttons here. In fact, that's not even a button, that's like a bumper. You can set these up so they rapid fire, auto fire for like games and stuff, you know, like shooting games. Never used one myself, but they look pretty futuristic. This one's quite an expensive one, you can't buy it anymore, but I think he said he paid a few £100s for it. So as far as mice go, it's an expensive bit of kit. I've just got this out of the bag, so all I know is that it doesn't connect. So what we're going to do, okay, there you go. I've just plugged that in, so see if it's the lead. I'm not talking to you. Okay, by the looks of it, if it is connected up here, or if this is where the fray is. My notes say this is a replacement lead. Okay, that's the meter. Alright. Okay, so yeah, still not connecting. Still no power. You can see under here there is fraying at the end of the lead here, and to be honest, the design of this is pretty bad because you've got the wire at the front of here. I'm assuming it so it goes over the back of the table you're working on, but to be honest, it's going to be constantly doing that, whereas if it was around the back it would be being pulled. So it's going to exert a lot less pressure on this because the majority of the weight is going to be pulled down over the table. But I don't know, I don't design these things. Personally, if it was me designing this, I would have had it come out the back, and then it's not in your way as well. But I don't know, you know, maybe they could have come up with some sort of wrist strap. I don't even know how to get into this thing, so that's going to take a bit of look. We can see there's a few screws. I don't know if I'm going to have to take some of this sort of, I don't know, it looks like armour off the side of it. Really, I need to get into where the lead is, so we're just going to try and take off the bare minimum. So we're probably going to have to take this metal attachment off the bottom. So anyway, let's unplug this and see where we go. I've never fixed one of these, never taken one of these apart, never held one in my hand, so we're just going to go. We're just going to see how this goes. My motto is, if you're forcing it to open, you're doing something wrong. Okay, by the looks of this, we're probably going to have to undo this. Okay, so what is that holding on? What have I just taken off? Here we go. Oh, perfect. Look at that. That's actually a really good design. Okay, let's stick this back on because we don't want to lose that. Guy's gonna have to set it up himself. So we're going to start just by removing this ribbon cable. Looks like it just pops up. There we go. Tidy. This thing has got buttons everywhere. They've crammed absolutely as much as they can get into a mouse in here. Well, what we're going to do, I think, is I'm going to cut further down this lead because I want to keep the original lead, and I'm sure he does. And I don't even really know where we would get a similar lead to this online. Maybe they do replacement Mad Cat leads, probably for the amount these things cost. But I want to make sure that I'm not going to be disturbing anything I can't put back. Okay, so by the looks of it, we've got a potentiometer here. So looking at that, I think that just keeps turning regardless. So
this is a mic.
It's a mic, isn't it?
Microphone test. I tested a loudspeaker, headphone, and microphone.
Just want to have a good think about this before we just go at it. What's the best way to take this apart? So we got the click wheel here. Don't think we're going to have to take that out, possibly. Ideally, what I want to do is take this board out. Hopefully this is attached to the board, and I can maybe pull the excess through. I don't know. No, I don't know if there's, it looks like there's a flex cable underneath. Okay, let's undo this and see what that... What I'm going to do, I'm going to get a photo of this. So if I get lost, I know what to do. There we go. Okay, by the looks of it, Isaac, can you get me the Loctite, please, mate?
Yeah.
Just so I don't forget to put Loctite back on this. Nice one, mate. Okay. Oh, that comes off fairly easy. It doesn't look like it's held in by anything. Okay, so let's disconnect this ribbon. What I normally do is I'll work from one direction to the next and try and build a little map so we can work back along that map. Alright. Well, looking at this, this has actually got a replacement lead. I'm quite impressed by the design of this. Although, I have no clue, they must have made that lead in there. No, they haven't. They've taken that base plate off. Okay, so that whole motherboard comes out. And it looks like there's a couple of screws here. And that base plate comes out, and then this plastic section will lift up and this slides in on a rubber mount. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick look to see if they even sell these leads. If not, yeah, I don't know. I was kind of hoping it was going to be soldered, really. Excuse me. So looking at this, there must be replacement leads out there. Okay, let's be less specific. Yeah, I can't see any replacement leads. There's a few headphone leads for Mad Catz. That seems absolutely senseless that they've... Nope, not by the looks of it. Okay, let's check. Okay, well that's kind of good news. Yeah, I can't see any. I mean, theoretically, this is a USB lead. So, we should be able to make the lead for this. See if I can just make this lead longer anyway. Because I can't even attach because these are surface mounted. Alright, let's see if we can just loosen this up. So we're going to take the screws out. Where am I? We're going to take the screws out of the board and just see if we can loosen this lead up. I've never had to make those connections on the end, but I know you can. I know you can buy crimps for them. Okie dokie. Just looking to see if there's any more screws in there. I think there is. disconnect this wire here first. It's got a good little design though. Just going to pull this out with the lead. Leave that dangling. Yeah, and you can see here they've epoxied these in, which is nice. There we go. Well, the idea of this stream was to just cut further along. I don't know if that's now going to be possible. Just trying to see if I was right with this rubber mount. Yes. Guessing this has probably been glued in, maybe. Yeah, there's a little bit of hot glue in that. By the looks of it, that does actually come out.
I can get it to switch on. Give us the charger.
It could be that the cable isn't working on the wall plug.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this here,
Like elastic that was in the charge port, so I removed that.
Oh,
So it
okay.
could
Maybe
just-
that has something to do with it.
yeah, this does move along. Okay, let's chop into this. This is where the bad section is. We're going to need about this much. Don't think I'm going to have any.
Okay.
What I might be able to do though. Oh, we can just take that, that's fine. I think we'll take this from further down here.
Just go for this. Let's take a TF and parking.
Okay.
This one is literally falling apart.
So, I don't know if you can see that yet, we're just...
As you can see, it's got its case on it. No parts are changed, so there's no warranty stickers. Turned on, so the power button's working. Turn button works.
I mean, looking at this, this is just a bog standard USB with a fancy braided cable, which probably does nothing. Might give it a bit of flex, stop it from kinking. Anyway.
Put it down.
I think the last person who used that may have been my daughter. Call the games.
Yeah, there is a couple on there.
Yeah.
Just going to try and unsheath this. Should come off fairly easy. There we go.
Charging.
Well,
Probably best to take it out of this case when you're charging it, as it doesn't seem to make a proper connection.
yeah, no,
Where
I
that
wouldn't.
gets like
And then also it's what, yeah, wearing away, isn't it?
Yeah.
compatibility like with this model for syncing up to newer software and things? Will there be a limit of things it won't?
As this is an iPad 2, there might be some issue. However, most of the newer Apple software is kind of backwards compatible, so if you're going to back up to iTunes, so to speak, it would recognise this.
Okay.
They would recognise this with no problems.
Okay, so run sheath in that.
Addresses, that should be just as normal, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I could put an email address in a place where it says please put your email address.
Should just be fine.
So that's to find you. Also, there is cafe, no? But then also where are you? Locations, say.
Okay, so now we've got our cables. There we are, and it looks like this one here is the sheath cable.
Yeah, rear camera works. Front camera works.
And just twist this up and
This is a microphone test. I'm testing a loudspeaker, headphone, and microphone.
try and make this a bit more solid.
This is a microphone test. I'm testing a loudspeaker, headphone, and microphone.
Okie dokie. Right, let's tin up the end of these, keep them all together.
Just like the sound of the bomb.
Okay, that should keep that together.
That's £30. Have a nice day. Yeah, no problem. Have a nice
Listen, what recently my husband bought me in America this iPhone, and because I used to have old one iPhone,
Okay.
and they connected with. Now this my new one, which was we bought it in December, in November.
Okie dokie.
They asked me this to do Microscopy, you know.
And it's most likely asking to update the apps that you're using.
Yeah, but
So things like Facebook or
I don't know if Facebook is very strange condition because my husband passed away 4 years ago. Took my brains away, so it's very difficult to say. Even if I got the password, you know.
Okay, that's twisted.
okay. So it's asking for a password that you don't know or can't remember.
It probably maybe I have to book appointments with you later because I will find at home somewhere my password because it takes long time, yeah.
It can take a little while to reset the password. The updates, however, if you connect to the internet, should only take maybe a couple of minutes, at max half an hour.
So you can do it, yeah.
We can book it in to do it, yes.
Okay.
We won't be able to do it over the counter. We'd have to fix it.
Okay, so now we've got that.
Software fix, which is around £30.
What we can do,
For how long?
That's a
we're gonna
standard fee,
just
so it'd just be the £30.
And how long? You mean just a couple of hours more? Longer?
That depends on how quickly.
There we go, so these are tinned up.
A couple of minutes, or it can be half an hour, or it can be an hour. We can't really tell until it actually starts doing it.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
okay, now let's,
Okay. So I can call.
really what I want to do is
You don't have to
decrimp
book it,
these.
and
And
start it now.
No, because I have to go to this industrial. Not industrial. For property. They come in 10 minutes. What time you finish?
We close it at 5.
5 o'clock.
We're open Monday to Friday 9 till 5 and Saturday 10 till 2.
Okay, I see what these are. These have got a little
Because somebody
clips.
you have to go to Southampton where is Apple. But you
That's-
can do it.
Yeah, we can do that. If we had the password for it, we'd be able to do the update.
I don't remember password. You can create a password.
The only way to do that would be
We're going to switch over to the microscope.
email on there would be to go to the Apple website and reset the password on there.
Yeah.
So it'd be going through their forgotten passwords phase and then resetting the password that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you've reset the password, you'll be able to put that password in here and update
Yeah,
it.
you can see there's a little fin here.
Wait. Maybe I found it. So if I can, that is why you can help me in it.
Yeah. We're here to help. I'm 19.
Amazing. Thank you, darling. So I need your help because the older you get, it's difficult to find because
Yeah.
there is cafe, there is but where? Nobody can.
They're a bit hidden away.
Thank you, darling. Thank you very much. I'll be back.
Have a nice day.
I've got to say that is one of my favourite accents.
Accent it?
She sounded, I'm going to say Eastern European, but she sounded like Russian or Czechoslovakian. I'm probably completely wrong, but to me that's what it sounded like, a Russian accent. Thank you, darling. Even their little old ladies sound hard. Okay, so there we go. I'm trying not to damage this clip because this clip is the only one we got and I don't even know where you get them from. This is not something we'd normally do. I think you probably lift this little plastic flap up. Maplin's gone into administration. Yep, which means everybody there is close to not having a job.
Right.
I was wondering, would you buy a phone?
Depends what condition it is and what phone it
It's
is.
a 6.
Okay,
It's
so 6S. Open screen.
dead at the minute as well.
We would need to see it semi-working.
Yeah.
Like when you turn it on, like it's not got a screen at all. But like when you press the screen, like it works, but you press another, like completely something different. And like it don't work in some spots as well.
Okay, we'd have to book you in for an inspection first so we can see it all working before we make a decision on whether we want to buy it or not.
Yeah.
You can give him a price though, because he might not even want to.
Yeah, how much memory does that have?
16 gig.
This is fiddly.
You'd be looking around about £60 for it.
Yeah.
That's what Mazuma is offering.
That's fine.
Okay, let's see if we can get these off.
Okay, booking for free inspection. Can I take a name, please?
Yeah, George.
what I'm going to probably do is just...
You got a passcode on it?
Yeah.
I'd like to put that in. And if you'd like to put in a number we can contact you on.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, good time for our free inspection so you can see it, and then we'll make a decision after we check it out.
Alright.
As you got a number, we can give you a call.
Alright, cheers, mate.
No problem. Inspection so you can see it, and then we'll make a decision after we.
Right, I'm just going to go back. I forgot to take a... Oh, in fact, hold on. Hold up. I need to see the configuration of the leads. What I might do is just pull this connector completely. Looks like they got through holes, and then just drop it straight down in. So what I just did was pointless. In fact, yes, I'm going to make a decision. That's what I'm going to do. No, of course the connection is on the other side, so does Facebook allow you to go back? No, you can't. It's not like YouTube. Well, that was a rookie error, wasn't it? Alright, let's go back. We don't want to be playing that.
Configuration is.
I could, couldn't I? Not gonna. It'll take longer. I'm just gonna go here, have a look at the live feed. Thanks for the suggestion, though. Oh. For a split second, I've seen the wires then. I'll get your film out of the way. Oh, we've got blue on the end, then green, I think then red. There we go, look at that. Blue, white, in fact. Let's take a photo of a photo. And what I need to look at is which way round this goes. So, because we're in opposite world. So, let's move that out of the way. Let's take a photo of this because I will forget I've got the attention span of a monkey. Okay, so blue closest to the inside. So blue goes in there. Oh. Every time I live stream. Not cool.
They just rang and then ran.
Did they, Isaac?
Yes, they did.
No way! Did they just ring it and run? Oh! A level of shock. I'll tell you what they did. They scared the shit out of me. That's what they did. Nice one. I would ask you if you ever, rang a doorbell and run away as a child, but I know the answer is no. I'm right, aren't I? Yes, I am. We used to call it knockdown ginger in old man land. Or up north it was called knock a door and run. Which is obviously deeply imaginative. Okay, I'm going to flick cameras back. I've got to get my arse in gear. Not got long. Okay, so I'm trying to pull this off. Innuendo. Yeah, it's in case anybody's wondering, we are in a basement. And that is the door. Okay. Isn't it freaking... What I'm doing is just got my nail under it now, so... Just running my iron across it, gently. They knocked the door and ran away. Oh, come on. Don't fall down the stairs.
Life is local, how can I help?
He's like a ninja, that Isaac, isn't he? He's run up to the door, then he's answered the phone.
Okay. Can I ask what name would be looked under?
That's where we are so far. You can see that.
Okay. If you bring it in, we can have a look at it, definitely. We'd be able to book it in for a free inspection, but I don't know what else we'd be able to do.
Okie dokie, so here we need to just put a bit
On
more.
Saturdays we're open 10 till 2.
So let's get some.
If you can get it to us before the 15th and it's booked in for a battery replacement and it's a faulty battery, then we'd be able to do a warranty repair on it. No, not really. It shouldn't. No.
You know, if he's got a damaged battery, Isaac, something could have caused it if it's close to the end of his warranty, and it's been fine for 3 months.
Yeah, no problem.
Is it right at the end of the warranty?
15th.
So it's been fine for 3 months.
He's had it for 3 months. He sends a text. They can go from 60% to 30%, and they've been full of flu. So that's what they said. That they brought it in on Saturday, but we were closed by the time they got here.
Still nearly 2.5 months, isn't it? And I'm guessing that one of their chargers has probably killed the battery. I'm just looking at all this in here, this fluff. So while we're in here, I'm going to get rid of this. It looks like, I don't know, maybe his jumper got caught in the wheel or something. Definitely shouldn't be in there anyway.
And the people ringing the buzzer.
Yes.
2 teenagers, one with a S7 that wanted to know the price of a screen repair.
How come they didn't come down?
I don't know.
Strange humans. Strange humans. Okay. Let's clear this area a bit. It's going to be like the headphone thing I done. That's a really simple repair. That's turns into what was known in the game as ball ache. Aches on my balls. I'll flick back over. I'm going to clear some of these holes. Let's get some flux on that. Tried to put the flux in a smaller tube, and you have to use quite a lot of force to get the flux out. Clear my hole. Okay, I'm going to have to have a closer look at you, but I'm not sure you're supposed to be talking to your mate. See if they're both ground. Yeah, it looks like you two are supposed to talk to each other. Okay, so let's go back to the photo of the photo. I remember it was blue nearest the inside. Blue, white, green, black ground. Okay, I'm going to get the Omnivice, which rarely comes in handy, but for the looks of it, it's going to come in handy. Just a tip, if you don't like working off the ground, you can flip it up. Okay, I don't really want to attach it there. Just kind of hold it in place without ripping anything off. There's that. It's coming from this side. Okay. So this design would have been good if Mad Catz sold spares, and I mean, it doesn't matter if they don't, because it only makes the repair marginally quicker. So next on the solder wheel of fortune is white. You get to go in here, white. Okay, what I'm going to do is try and make this as thin as possible. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, it's all going on now, isn't it? It's all going down. Okay. Whoa, hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay. Yeah? You?
Yeah. Did you get my message about taking the drive?
No?
Oh, if you can run me through tonight,
Yeah.
would it be easier for me to come through with Rick, or does it make no difference?
Well, if I'm meeting Rick, yeah, you can do.
Okay.
Well, it's not, you know,
Stop.
go on.
No, go on. I was just thinking if you were going to take me through tonight, I wasn't sure what was easier for you to go from
Well, no,
picking the girls up or from here.
it's definitely from picking the girls up.
Okay, cool. I'll do that then.
Alright, I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, you alright?
Yeah, good.
Busy?
Yeah. Live streaming.
Oh, okay. I'll leave you check.
Alright, I'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye. What am I looking at? We're looking at white. Can we get white in the hole? Say, get in that hole. Get in that hole. Yeah. Okay, so next we have green. Get on green. Oh, green straight in there. Well done, green. And black. There's black. Black must go in the hole. There you go, little friend. You'll have terrible accent. Very unbelievable. We're in clown, no? Okay, that's that one. And then we've got this weird furry monster one, which I'm guessing is ground, which needs to be isolated from everything other than. So, well, snip the end of that off. Okay, that's not on camera. That is, and blurry. There we are. Okay, that'll do for now. I am a little bit concerned about the connection that's making. I'm going to clean this up. And then I'm going to plug it into the computer. Now, if the computer goes pop and we go offline, well, you'll know what happened. Have you tested that other phone, Isaac?
The one that we're potentially buying.
Yes.
The other wrong password is disabled for an hour.
Alright, that was helpful then. Well, I think that's good. It should be together enough for us to at least connect it. For you. Right, I'm going to plug this into the other computer.
I'll have to leave it with you, but there's definitely something else. We got another one from you for your iPhone 4, didn't you? And that's got more life in it.
Okay, that's connected.
Okay.
It's only Bowden.
Only Bowden, yeah, because it's
Oh,
down in
Chris.
No, Christian Bowden. Did you get through the IMEI or not?
We wouldn't have taken down the IMEI for doing a battery replacement now.
No idea. Well, that's his name. What do you said his name is?
He wouldn't have said anything.
I'll check the old system, see if it's been put on there. That's got the iPhone 4S on there.
No, that was the other one we did before.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's screen replacement.
Yeah, we did have the screen at the same time.
No, you
The
didn't.
screen and the battery after the screen for
That
us.
was December.
You both did in December.
That says
That says
October.
17th of October.
Yeah, no, it wasn't it.
You didn't do that in
No,
October.
you didn't even have the phone on. It was the 14th or 15th of December.
Found it. Spoke to Chris.
Right.
Can I give you my number to ring because he's overseas at the moment? So
Yeah. No problem. Once
So,
we
yeah.
number in, because
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't want passwords on the internet.
yeah, and you know the method.
Right, I think that's it.
Just we have to test it.
What I'm going to do is tape this up.
But like I say, this has been happening since, so that was the 14th of December. That happened literally about 3 weeks after, and it was getting to the point where you turned it on, you'd have like 55, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd literally scroll through, send a text message, it would be 23, then it would jump down to like 7.
Okay.
And the other one we got from you didn't do that, so there's obviously something up there.
Booked under warranty repair.
Yeah. Okay, you'll give us a ring when it's
Yeah, as
sorted.
soon as you find out.
Brilliant. Thank you. Cheers.
Okay, so the first thing I want to do is yeah, if that's got a faulty battery, mate, just change it out if it's in warranty.
We're going to have an inspection on it, so I can already see that the screen's broken, so it might have been dropped. Well, then it would have been dropped where the screen's broken. So I just want to make sure.
Yeah, it could end up being water damaged.
Yeah. Literally my first call.
Okay, so what I want to do is let's flick back to the other camera. You have to excuse, I'm still trying to find the best setup without having to spend silly amounts on the camera. So what I've done is just looks a bit blurry, that does to me. Anyway, I've hard soldered it in. We'll have a look under the microscope in a minute. I'm going to tape these together. It just connected to the other computer, so it looks like it was just a faulty lead. Then we'll get it back together and test it on this computer. Now I know it's not going to blow it up. Okay. Let's have a quick look under the microscope and let's get this all back together. Zoom out a bit. Right, you can see that the frayed bits, these bits here, yeah, that's just melted plastic. What I'll do is probably they're probably going to be alright. They're through-hole connections, they're not touching, they're isolated. They're not going to get pulled because of the design of the cable on this section here, so I'm happy with that. Obviously we want repairs to last, so first things first, let's get this back in with the mouse. What we need to do is, I think, come behind okay. Right, anybody notice the boo-boo? Yay for me. Okay, so I'm going to have to unsolder that, which isn't so bad anyway, but what are we on now? 15 minutes. Let's see if we can do this quickly. Well, at least I know it works. Okay. Right, now let's make sure we go through. That was real special of me though, that was. Let's clear these holes again and do this properly. Flip back over and do it for the second time. Come on.
Time test. Loudspeaker, headphone, microphone, proximity sensor, and ear speaker.
And then the train will be calling at platforms 1, 2, and 3 on the way to Woking, Stepsbrook, and London Town.
Please keep your arm and leg inside the moving vehicle at all times. Test time.
Oh my god.
Test that lab. Oh, and I found the problem. It wasn't now taking up 81% of the battery in the last 24 hours.
What app was that?
It's called Knife Hit. It's a game.
Have you tested the...
Sure, I could attach it to the computer.
I wasn't going that long. Camera shut down.
Battery life 98%, charge 40 times. Battery's fine.
Well, what we'll do is we'll give them an extended warranty on it, because there's no point fixing that for that to be the problem.
So another month, or
Yeah, they can have another month, see how they get along with it, if it continues, but they'll have to remove that app, because that's obviously got a clear fault.
I'll give them a call.
Because there's no point replacing it for then that to kill a, you know, for it not to solve the problem. Quite often with stuff like that, it's just the app. Okay, so blue went to the middle. Let's try that again. So much for an easy life. Okay, that's in there like that.
Okay, see what we can do.
If she wants, we can remove it. Remove the app and test it here, Isaac.
Okay, yeah, I'll just pass that information along. Bye. I was doing it before he got the app, like middle of January, and he got the app last weekend.
Okay, just change the battery, mate. Have you seen when the app was downloaded?
Can have a look.
Right. Okay, so red, white, green. Oh, come back over here, you.
Okay, it doesn't say when it was installed.
Okay, just change the battery, mate, and then send it on its way. You know, make a note on the till, so then if they come back, we know that it's something to do with the phone. Or an app on the phone. It could be a faulty battery, you never know. Okay, we're going to have to separate that. Time away at 4 o'clock. Okay, so I was supposed to leave at 4. One, two, three, four, five. Right, let's wash that and make sure that those are connected. make sure we're connected on this side. Oh, you fecker. Okay, let's now make sure this is still connected. I'll tidy that up. Yeah, that's working. Should make a good look under here, make sure these are definitely not talking to each other. Okay, right, they're all good. What I'm going to do is put some conformal coating on this. Okay, let's laser this up. Definitely need to get a more powerful laser. Alright, while this does this, I'm going to set this up so I can leave this on because I have put it on quite thick.
Hello, this is Isaac from Netflix Local. Just want to say, with the updated information I gave the manager, it looks like probably best just to replace the battery under the warranty. For the first callback, it's 4193 638 299.
Okay, what I'm going to do is, because I had to go, I'm going to get ready to go while that's doing that, and then we'll put it back together, because I am definitely going to finish this before I end the live stream.
Do we delete the app that was causing training it?
No, it's not to you, mate. That's up to them.
Okay.
You know, point it out, say we've made a note in our system. If 2 batteries do the same again, because we have very, you know, I can't even remember the last battery to come back. That's not to say you're not going to have a return rate. Of course, you have a return rate with anything. It's just nice to fix the
Hi,
issue.
how can I help?
Yeah, I think my iPad's ready. It was rang last week, but forgetting the name wardrobe.
Yes.
And my colleague Phil says I have to mention your name because he gets his name because he gets discount. Is that?
Okay.
Will Kent, but I couldn't quite see why.
Is it Kent? Not Kent.
His name is actually Kent.
It's on your Will Kent, but I don't know Kent. I don't know why his name is discount. Unfortunately, our card machine doesn't work.
Are you kidding me? When's it going to be working?
We're not having it working again. It was broke, and then since the government have brought charges in, my business partners decided not to have card machine facilities. Just because we only do 3 or 4 transactions a day and
Okay.
1 or 2% on each of them.
I'll have to come and do it on.
I can give you my bank details. You can transfer it
Yeah.
via bank if that's easier.
It's fine.
PayPal.
The department. She's back on Wednesday. She's on holiday. I'm a partner at Ozros Dixon.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you're more than welcome to take it if it's
no,
not
I mean,
Dixon.
she who does our accounts is back on. Well, I'm assuming she's back at work on Wednesday or Thursday. But if I give her your bank details, she'll.
Yeah, and we can do 10% off as well, seeing as it's business.
Oh, okay. Is that the invoice then?
Yes, it
Cool.
is.
Because I'll scan it and email to her now, and then she can do that.
It's 10% of £10, so that'd be £10 off, so that'd be £240. Those
How much is it?
yeah,
220.
yeah, iPad Air 2 screens are extremely expensive.
Shouldn't that be £22 if it's 10%? Or it's 10, it's just
It's-
£10.
It's 10% up to £10.
Oh, okay.
It's only because our profit margin's
Oh,
about £40 on most things,
Oh,
so
okay.
anything over that is
Yeah,
like.
that's fine. Okay, alright, well, I'll just pay that. I'm not worried about this now. It's not worth doing the invoice. I don't think it really just means you've got to do another invoice anyway, doesn't it? But
It's no trouble, honestly. We do 10% for all island businesses, and we also, well, obviously up to £10. I mean, most of the things you'll bring in are going to be under £100 anyway. So
do you want to? Have you got the ability to email me
Yeah.
an invoice? If I give you my email on that, you can do a new one then.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we
then
can.
I
If
just forward it on to.
do you want us
Julie.
to put it under Hose Road Dixon so
Yes,
you can
please.
claim it back?
Oh yes, please. Yeah.
How's it spelled, sorry?
All right. This is my email.
Is there any capitals in that?
No, it's all lowercase. That's my name. So it's obviously those road tricks.
Oh, sorry. Let's flip this over. I'm trying to rush now, which of course everything's going to go wrong. Let's bring this back up. Let's have a quick clean up. Let's get all of this out of the way. Right, what we've done there is I've just sealed it.
No, okay, but when you ring up, don't forget to give me your bank details.
Just go through
Oh,
the
okay.
test with the customer so you can see it all working.
All right.
Carbine works. There's warranty stickers inside. Now I have to run part this way for it to turn on.
Oh, I see.
Whilst that's doing that, I'll input the details in.
Just got to roughly guess this. Say, guessing this is going to have to go a little bit further.
Carbine works. Network's connected. Wi-Fi's connected. Movement scanner works. Going down, going up. Charging. I'll make sure all the letters are working.
Fact. Trying to force that in.
Front camera. This is a microphone test. I'm testing a loudspeaker, headphone, and microphone.
There you go. That's another one of the rules. Stop breaking my rules.
Loudspeaker, headphone, and microphone. Loudspeaker working. As well as the microphone. Microphone test. I'm testing a loudspeaker. That's the headphones working. That's it.
Would you want to leave that with you then?
Well, how can I help? Yeah, just give me a moment, I'll just get the sheet for you. Okay, with the updated information that I gave the manager, he decided probably best just to replace the battery under the warranty. Yeah, so the new battery's being fitted and it's now ready for collection.
If you pass it over, Isaac, and you
Yeah,
carry on
just
serving
pass you
me.
over to the manager.
Sorry, I'm live streaming at the moment.
Yeah, so
Hello.
just email that to me and I'll forward it on. Okay?
Hello. Oh, don't you?
Fine.
What is he? It's just ready for collection.
No, I just need to create the invoice now, email it.
Lovely, thanks for your help. Thank you.
No, not at all. As long as he gives the right name, that should be fine. What I will say is that app seems to be using quite a lot of data. If you keep an eye on that, it's not going to damage the battery, but it's certainly 85% of anything's quite a lot of usage. Yeah, I mean that's what I said to Isaac. If it was happening before that, it's unlikely the app's causing the problem. Okay, cool. All right, wait. She says she doesn't know why you passed the phone over. Okay, 20 past. This is going real well. I might have to just admit defeat and go. Do you know what? I'm not rushing this. We're just going to call it. It's going to be a quick stream tomorrow. I've just got to put this back together. Sorry if you've watched all to the end. No, I can't do that. I'm already running 20 minutes late. I have got to go. As always, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, like the page. That would be absolutely helpful. And yeah, if you've got any comments or you want anything repaired, just hit the website up or send us an email. Thanks for watching. And I will definitely finish this off tomorrow and update. But I think it's fixed anyway. It connected to the computer. It was working. So I'm pretty positive that it's fixed and ready to go. All right. Thanks very much.